Good evening, good morning, good afternoon. Coming live from Fire Up Your Heart, children of God. I painted on the wall. I don't know if it'll show. And then that, I hope I don't get hyper. I'm going to try to stay calm. Next to that, one of the turkey feathers. And then I found this way that I think I can take the back, these pieces, and paste them with the light color forward, the back side on the dark, and make like a tree with those pieces. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to read my book. This is no longer on the market like this. I'm going to make some changes because I was more open. I'm still open about God. I mean, I think if someone can get to a God, and I didn't want to be pushing Christianity. I wanted it to appeal to more people than just, I didn't want it pigeonholed, like in mind that there's different religions in the world. This story is dedicated to my son, nephew, and niece. I looked so young and skinny. I was real sick here. We had went to a horse farm, though, prior to this picture. I had dreads right here on the crown of my head, and then the rest was real long and straight. But I had started to lose an immense amount of weight and was having unexplainable migraines and different things. I wasn't drinking. I was using green for pain management, anxiety, and sleep. And nausea and vomiting. No explanation for any of the symptoms from the doctors. This story is dedicated to my son, nephew, and niece to always remember their hearts through all of life's triumphs and challenges. With love, Emily Russell. Okay, so then we went, Sam Stewart would have been like, went to a horse farm. Why is their hair butched? Okay, so I hugged the horse and I got like horse lice or something. It was really disturbing. I ended up having to cut all my hair off. I tried several treatments, nothing was working, and I ended up cutting them. Once upon a time there lived a wispy princess, and she lived in a stone cottage in the Smoky Mountains with her great aunt and her great uncle. Wispy princess lived far away from many people in the mountains, and so she learned to make friends with the little forest creatures. Her best friends were praying mantis and Luna moth. They spent all their sad, happy, living, eating, napping, and sleeping hours together. I do like a lot of the pictures in this book. I love the covers. I always loved the cover and stuff. But the little girl, I wanted a different feel. I didn't want it to be strictly Caucasian. I had these other ideas. My editor publisher didn't want to do those ideas. I don't know why. And then here we are. He never really charged me a lot of money. I guess therefore it just wasn't going to sell. You know what I mean? And I have the hat on because the hair, and I'm looking really concerning, quite frankly. Okay, so there was the first picture. Their most favorite activity to do was to fish along the streams and rivers near the forest, especially the spot during that special part of the day when the sun hits the waterfalls and it creates rainbow mist through it, and the fish would jump and jump and jump and jump. There was only one special part of the day when this rainbow would appear. Although the little girl does really look a lot like my niece would have, but I didn't want it to be specific like that, but it's still really cute. It is cute. Well, one day while they were fishing in the special spot, Luna Moth was zooming around Wispy Princess and Praying Mantis saying, "Please, please, let's go into the rainbow mist. I bet it's really cool." Okay, and by the way, the one doing that character was my son. So when they were younger, my nephew was more reserved and more methodical and just seemed pretty stressed and closed off. But we don't need to get into all that right now. Some things there weren't being looked at, I don't think. I think they were either ignoring it, or he was having to do a great deal amount of hiding, or he just, I don't know. I was worried about him, that's for sure. And then Mystic Princess, obviously my niece, and then so Praying Mantis would kind of be the more reserved, knows that it's not a good idea for them to go into the Rainbow Mist. And then Jessie would be more, let's, just kind of keep pushing the idea. Wispy Princess really wanted to go, but Praying Mantis reminded her of what her aunt and uncle told her. You can do anything anywhere, but never cross over through the Rainbow Mist when it appears, or you will be taken into another world to maybe never return. Well, Luna Moth was insistent, and Wispy Princess was ready for an adventure, and Praying Mantis dragged behind, shaking his head, saying, "This is a really bad idea, I think." However, these two were his best friends, and they were all each other had other than her aunt and uncle. And so I believe this is not an uncommon story. I didn't think that it was, overly creative. I've heard of similar stories like this. Later, I looked some up. So it wasn't like that. I was technically, they had fried me so much between the two hospitals that I think I was just having a hurry. I just felt like I just needed to get these. I don't want to say like just get them together and get them out, but I did really feel that, because I was like, if I could just get it decent, at least I get them out now, and in case, because it was looking pretty serious for what was being done to me, not only through the medical, but how they were gearing stuff around my son and I. CPS wouldn't help again, and then it got turned on me. I got upset. I yelled at the grandparents. So then Eric and them start turning me in because they're scared to death of this stuff being revealed. The sexual abuse, the exploitation of the children. So onward they went during the hour of the Rainbow Mist. And this also ties in because I was reporting cartels. And apparently it backfired. They must have thought I would just get scared or disown my friend. They didn't expect me to go try to rescue the retarded prostitute. And I don't know. I'm not sure what was the angle there. I guess just to wipe me out, get Jessie out of there, keep it on the hush hush. So onward they went during the hour of the Rainbow Mist, to only tumble and tumble and then be whisked up by the... So, okay, anyways. Finally, they're just going to go try this because, well, quite frankly, Luna Moth is driving them nuts. So they're just going to go ahead and hope for the best with God. So onward they went during the hour of the Rainbow Mist, to only tumble and tumble and then be whisked up by the biggest butterflies in the whole universe, to then be placed on the biggest bough of the biggest oak tree in the whole universe, to only sit there in sheer fright, realizing they could not see the ground through the tallest tree in the universe. They could barely breathe right because their heart was blocking their throats. Then they heard a loud but soothing voice as it resonated through their being. Did I show these? So they heard God's voice. They're scared to death. They're way, way up. Now they know they made a mistake. How are they going to get home? As the voice spoke, it said many wise things to them. You will always have impulse, and you will always have the ability to reason and what is and is not a good idea. However, if you can remember deep in your heart is where I live, you can remember in your heart always that I, God the Creator, love all my children, and I always will. I encourage each and every child to follow their heart, which is where I dwell and listen to for that soft reasoning and positive message and or directions from me, your Creator. I will always protect you and know that the earth life that I am returning you to finish out your individual mission, the earth life I am returning you to can be very painful and difficult sometimes. However, I will wipe away all of your tears each time, even if you do not feel it on earth. I am, like more like the I am, like he is everything, I don't know if you know that reference, God is the I am. He is all. He encompasses all things. No one is bigger than Creator God. Also seek my light, and when darkness gets you down, look for that glimmer of light to run back to. Many people may break your heart, and you will probably break many hearts too. But please, whatever you do, try not to harden your heart. I will carry your burdens. Always apologize for your wrongs, but if you have people in your life who are cold and do not say they are sorry, maybe find new friends to hang with. Do not let them poison your heart. Many will try to do this on earth to make you bitter and cold like them. Darkness hates light. There is always more to the earthly realm than meets the eye. The biggest deception put forth for all humankind is to make you believe earth is all there is and that I do not exist to guide your life. Always be a voice for those who have none when you can. Now I will return you to your earthly mission. Hold strong to your heart, because this is where I am to get you through the worst of the worst tests on that earth. I did really like a lot of this. But I didn't like the wedding dress thing. She's like out fishing and stuff. Never stay somewhere that you feel abused until someone's safe that can help you get somewhere safe. Try to always return to love in all things, and those who do not support your dreams, step away from them. Your dreams are between you and me. I am your Creator God, not them. Hugs and kisses, hugs and kisses, hugs and kisses, hugs and kisses, hugs and kisses. Then quicker than a flash, they were standing in their favorite spot to fish, line casted already and all, and they were pleased and grateful to be back home to finish their life mission. Not much was said about that meeting they just had. They just grinned and figured it would be nice to just admire the rainbow mist from afar now, like they had been told. Because I haven't read it in a long time. Because they may not come back if they visit again to finish their mission on earth from God, because that is why they are here. Whatever that mission may be, big or small, or maybe even barely ever noticed by the naked eye, the mission they would discover as they grow older, because it probably lines up with the passion that God put in their hearts for something. They also were in awe of what they learned about themselves and would keep it deep in their heart forever. The meeting that made their little knees shake and their heart felt like it was going to stop. Did I show this? No, I love this book. I like what he did. I didn't know what to do because of the wedding dress. Or it was like reminding me of a Catholic communion thing or something. It was, I don't know. I don't like that stuff. Not much was said about that meeting. They just had the grinned and figured it would be nice to just admire the rainbow. That's the end. I don't even know why I'm laughing right now. And the back says, God, I look so cute. I hadn't been tortured fully yet. My skin was still like they hadn't burnt my face off and stuff. Open this book and start on a journey into sometimes the unknown of life's tribulations and triumphs. Therefore, learning through time on earth that everyone should keep that special place in their heart, a fantasy world like Wispy Princess in the Rainbow Mist, where being connected to our hearts and some kind of God can and does sometimes really help. Love is where the heart is. With love, Emily Russell. Oh, that's really cute. So I was going to hang up a curtain today. I got a couple little things done, nothing too big. I hang a curtain in the window where all the windows are, and because it's not officially a sunroom, or is it a sunroom? I don't know. A sunroom has glass on top of, or no, is that there's another name for that. Well, it's definitely not a Three Seasons room. Well, it kind of is. Yeah, it is. It is definitely not a winter room. That's definitely not a winter room down there. Now I gotta go. And I hope you guys have a good day. This is no longer on the market. Everything will be changed. Maybe for the better, maybe not. We'll see. Or maybe they're just all not going to go back on the market for now. Well, it's technically a finance thing with the market, and there was a bagel at Panera's. It wasn't even like a full bagel. It was like a pretend bagel. I don't even think it was like that thick. $4 here. I'm gonna miss you, Steven. I hope you're all right. I just think we could have got a couple sold, couldn't we have? Did we just have to throw mine in the back of the closet? All right. You guys have a good one. Bye.